And tonight, Chad Daybell is facing the death penalty in a notorious murder case tied to the Valley. He and his wife, Lori Vallow, are accused of killing her children, Tylee and JJ. They vanished shortly after their mother moved them from Chandler to Idaho and were found buried on Chad Daybell's property in Idaho. So he and Lori Vallow are facing charges as well in the death of Daybell's previous wife. Kim Powell's been following this case closely for us. Kim, was this something people were expecting to hear tonight?
Yeah, prosecutors only had a limited time to decide if they'll seek the death penalty against Chad. So this is something we've been waiting for because that deadline was next week. As for Lori Vallow, though, her case is still on pause.
Idaho state prosecutors filed a notice of intent to seek the death penalty against Chad Daybell, listing 8 aggravating factors. The filing states the murders were especially heinous, atrocious, or cruel, manifesting exceptional depravity, and that the murders were committed for the purpose of making money.
All of these aggravating factors are something on top of the murder itself, and so you have certain elements to prove for a basic murder. And then if there are these additional factors come into play in any particular murder, those can be aggravating factors for a capital offense.
Michael Bailey is a former U.S. attorney for the District of Arizona and has worked on death penalty cases on both the defense and prosecution side.
Typically, you seek the death penalty with the understanding that this defendant deserves to get the death penalty.
7-year-old JJ and his sister, 17-year-old Tylee, were found buried in Chad Daybell's backyard after they went missing for more than a year. Investigators said JJ was wrapped in trash bags with layers of duct tape, and Tylee was dismembered and burned. Daybell is also facing first-degree murder for the death of his wife, Tammy, who died in her home shortly after the kids went missing. Her body was exhumed, but details surrounding her death have not been released. Daybell ran off with Lori Vallow, JJ and Tylee's mother, and got married in Hawaii while investigators tried to find the kids. She's also facing murder charges, and they're considered co-defendants. But prosecutors haven't filed a notice seeking the death penalty against her.
The clock stops while somebody's going through restorative treatment in the mental health court.
Bailey says in Idaho, the sentencing in a death penalty case will be up to the jury.
And they have to unanimously decide that the aggravating factors make it just for him to receive the death penalty.
JJ's grandparents issued this statement saying, "We are pleased with the prosecution team's decision in seeking the death penalty for Chad Daybell. We are thankful justice is moving forward."
And the Idaho state prosecutors also released a statement saying, in part, the ultimate decision to seek capital punishment rests with the state. And after completing the entire process, we determined that the nature and magnitude of these crimes warrant the possibility of the highest possible punishment. Jared.
Kim, do we have more of an update on Lori Vallow and when we might find out if prosecutors will also seek the death penalty against her?
Yeah, so right now she's in a hospital getting restorative treatment for up to 90 days. Once she's able to understand the charges against her, she will be arraigned, and then she'll have to enter a plea of guilty or not guilty. From there, prosecutors have 60 days to decide if they'll seek the death penalty against her as well.
It's a complicated case. It has been from the start. Kim Powell, we appreciate the update tonight.